Just Cool Radio disturbing the silence. Everybody turn it up loud, loud, loud. Just Cool Radio, Madina.
Bring the hot girls come to party, cause we love see them move and shake them body, yo. Bring the hot girls come to party, just cool, them love it, love it. Hey yo, it's alive and living Scotch and Sean Paul letting you know, you don't know. Just Cool Radio, and that's how the dial set. Dirty.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy, Mr. Vegas, and you got it locked to Just Cool Radio. You know, say, yeah, how we play the bodies and the maddest and the best dancehall and reggae music and all type of music, soca, everything. I get it, yes, sir. Yeah, Mr. Vegas, Just Cool Radio. Turn it up loud. Na 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 na. Why you wanna leave me, baby?
Good old vibe, yes. Bring back the niceness on the corner. Yeah, me I see them on the big band quality representing for Just Cool Radio, and you don't know the things that you know. But they are in that's the thing, you know. As me I say, I don't know any Anton, big up yourself in a quality say that you know. Just Cool Radio, big band radio station, whole UK London, big up, see?
Hi, my name's Aisha, but people call me Sammy. I'm 28 years old and a mother of 3 beautiful children. I live in Jamaica, and last year I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Hodgkin's lymphoma is an uncommon cancer that develops in the lymphatic system. My illness has caused me to leave my current job as a trainee record management at a local school in my area. Chemotherapy treatment has caused my body to be unable to do what I love. My cannula was inserted wrongly by a trainee nurse, which has caused my hand to go black, and I'm slowly losing the use of my left hand. But even with my illness, I'm a very hard-working woman, and I still push myself every day. As you can see, I'm currently making a wreath. Being in a third world country, the cost of hospital treatment is really high, and I'm reaching out for help and support. It costs 13,000 Jamaican dollars to see a specialist who can advise me more on my illness. The cost of chemotherapy is 11,000 Jamaican dollars, and I have to pay this when the hospital cannot supply the treatment. This doesn't even include travel expenses. The cost from getting from St. Mary's to Kingston General Hospital is very expensive. I have set up a GoFundMe in need of help and support. Even just as little as £1 goes a long way. I have linked my GoFundMe in my bio. Thank you for listening.
If you don't know, now you know. Go and tune in to JusCoolRadio.
Zena. New talk when me have around the place, Zena. When you see your brother, you say, Wagwan Zena. I hold that on your antenna. Now the one and only Just Cool Radio. You don't know. Bass and das to the fullest. Run it.
Just Cool. Saying, Just Cool.
Business, community project, or product to the next level. Want to reach a dynamic and engaged audience? Look no further than JusCoolRadio.com. At Just Cool Radio, we offer the perfect platform to showcase your brand. Our diverse programming and loyal listeners are the ideal match for your advertising needs. Whether you're a local business, an emerging entrepreneur, we've got you covered. Want to add some star power to your event? Book Just Cool Radio talent to bring excitement and professionalism to your next big occasion. Our talented hosts and DJs will keep your audience entertained and engaged. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Visit JusCoolRadio.com today to learn more about our affordable advertising packages and booking options. Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eyes of many.
Okay, hello. Blessings, everybody. Blessings. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, back to normal programming, right? I hope you're all doing amazing, sending all that positive vibes, you know, midweek feels, guys, absolute midweek feels. So I'm here to just fill in that space for you guys, giving you some lovely, sensual R&B vibes until our amazing artist comes in. So if you've seen the promo, guys, you know we've got a very special guest coming in the building this evening. I'm super excited and can't wait for it all. But in the meantime, in between time, guys, you're locked into your time with NADZ right here on Just Cool Radio, 10 till 12 every Wednesday, guys. So yes, wherever you're listening at, shall I say, and from. Hope you've got a lovely cup of tea, glass of wine, whatever floats your boat, darling. Just come vibe with me, all right? It's your time with NADZ. That's the vibes, yeah? We're going to go in with a dope tune that I've been really feeling this week. Could Dream Of. Cool remix here of Brandy's tune. Nice little sample, guys, by YNTRA. Yes, big up yourselves, everybody. Vibes. Right here, guys. You're locked in. Stay locked in, okay?
I can't settle for less, but you just take my breath. I'm drowning. Yeah, you got me drowning. Ooh, I can't handle no stress, but you don't treat me like bad. I'm the kind of girl that you never can dream of. You should tell me something new. Something made me say I'm proud of you. Let go your pride, baby, come inside. The door's still open, you don't gotta fight. I let you think, gave you all of me. You ain't giving back, that energy is weak. I should be way more than just your prodigy. You should hit me up and say you're proud of me, yeah. Ooh, I should be way more than just your prodigy, yeah.
Yes, guys, you're locked in. We warming up, baby. We warming up. Big up everybody that's coming through. Africans do everything. Okay, big up yourself. Okay, I appreciate that. I'll take every compliment, honey. You know what I mean? Why not? Hey, Lolo, blessings. And big up everybody that's locked in and tuned in from Just Cool Radio. Also, all social media platforms, guys, okay? If you're an up-and-coming artist, you know, you got your music to promote, hit me up, DM, email the station, follow the station on all platforms, and, you know, we can work something out. Yes, guys, that was Could Dream Of, a lovely sample of Brandy's I Want to Be Down by YNTRA. Could Dream Of, the name of the song. Really cool, chill vibes. I like it, guys. It's giving Wednesday vibes, right? Yes, big up yourself, IDK. I see you there. Mila, love. Yes, guys, dope tune. Absolutely love that one. There's another song that I've been like absolutely rinsing out, guys. You guys already know I'm Team Breezy over here. I can't help it. Anything this guy puts his voice to is just phenomenal. This tune, Mutt, by Leon Thomas, and it's featuring Chris Brown. Yeah, this song's been K1 featuring Kalani. What a dope tune, guys. We're going to head straight into Too Many Women. Guys, you know what? I'm feeling like we're going to take it a little bit old school, you know. We're going to go back a little bit where R&B was, you know, hip-hop R&B vibes, okay? We've got this Lovers and Friends, because that's just how NADZ is feeling, okay? Lovers and... yeah, and then after this we shall get our amazing artist up here, because that's what we're here for. Yeah,
it's my tape, man. Listen to my tape. I've waited, time went by. If I was your best friend, I want you around all the time. I want you around me all the time. Girl, I'll be your best friend. If you promise you'll be mine. Girl, promise you'll be mine. He said he's just a friend. Now, girl, let's not pretend. Come on. Either he is or he ain't your man. He said he's just a friend. If I was your best friend. First we get to talk.
Yes, Christopher. Blessings.
Like the French to
accent. Okay, honey. Essex. That's where it's from.
Different scenery just means a different position. In the tub or on the sink, I improvise. Now listen. In the chopper on the jet, join the Mile High Club. I'm no fool, I know money came by me, love.
You know what? I'll tell you this for free, okay? I'm a true South Londoner. Alright? Southeast, that's what's up.
By your side, 'cause you always come through for me. So many others try to be where you are, but they just wanted to do me. But you took your time and now I'm satisfied. That's why I want you all to me. 'Cause if you were my best friend, I want you around all the time. I want you around, baby. Could I be your best friend? I promise, boy, you be mine. Oh, baby, be mine. I said he's just a friend. Baby, it's not
want you around me all the time. I'll be your best friend.
Yes, big up yourself, Katie Lou. I see you there in the building. Big up, always.
Come on. Either he is or he ain't your man. He say he's just a friend. If I was your While you in your bubble bath, I can wash in your back. While you putting on your lotion, I can help you with that. I sit and think of things to say that may make you smile, or give you gifts from the heart that reflect my style. The slang I use when we build may change how you talk, and if I'm focused when I'm stroking, I can change how you walk. It's the swagger that you come with when you come from New York. I'm a hustler, I just hustle in the things that I bought. Separate,
I'm
come
not
on.
afraid to explore my body. Ooh, give me that feeling. Then we can watch some TV or play a CD. Maybe that's sexual healing. You try to sing to me, you're never on the key, but you do it just to appease me. I'd rather spend my time wasting time with you. Ooh, you make it so easy. 'Cause if you were my best friend, I want you around all the time. I want you around all the time. Can I be your best friend? I promise, boy, you'll be mine. Please, baby, be mine, yeah. I said he's just a friend. Oh, baby, it's not pretend. No, baby. Here he is or he ain't my man. No. I said he's just a friend. We've been better than friends for a long time. Ain't no need to pretend. You'll always be mine. We've been better than friends for a long time. Ain't no flipping, faking. You'll always be mine.
Yes, guys, the moment has come, the moment we've all been waiting for, guys. I would love to welcome up this amazing artist who's really been doing his thing and making waves in the reggae scene, guys. Yeah, a lot going on for this artist, and I'm so super blessed to have him in the building. SHUMBA Youth, darling, please come up here. Welcome.
Yeah, check.
Yeah,
Greetings.
Let's make that rap for you, darling. Yeah, SHUMBA, welcome to your time with NADZ.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, no, for sure. Can you just come this way from just so I can get you in? See the top one there? Yeah. I want to make sure that people can see everything. And I'm saying we don't want them to miss out on anything now, would we?
That's very true, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, SHUMBA. Listen, this has been a long time coming. I know that every time I bump into you at events or we see each other in passing, I'm like, SHUMBA, I've got this radio show, please, when you get a minute. But you're busy artist. Like, you know, you're doing a lot. So respectfully, I know that it was all about timing, you know?
Yeah, you know, these things happen, you know, this like in, you know, music in life in general. But like when the time is right, it's the right time. So yeah. Literally
like that, innit? Literally like that. Yeah, because sometimes it's just like, yeah, you have to let the universe do what it does. And so I'm very grateful to have you here on the platform. And you know, throughout this interview, we want to find out more about you, the man behind the art. You know, the music, of course, we're going to be vibing out to the tunes. But in between that, you know, we want to find out more about you and your journey, because that's important.
Why it's been a journey. You know what I mean? Even just today, just to get here. So
I'm telling you, every day is a new journey, right? Every day. But SHUMBA Youth, is SHUMBA your real name?
No, SHUMBA is not my government name.
It's not. Okay. Yeah. So it's your artist name. Can you give us a little bit of the backstory behind that then, please?
Yes. The name SHUMBA comes from my heritage. So my dad is from Zimbabwe.
Oh.
Yeah, which is in the southern region of Mother Africa, if you don't know that. So yeah, we have you know, like a cultural heritage where you have, I don't know, like a totem, you know, with a name. So SHUMBA basically means lion.
Oh, that's that.
So my family's totem is SHUMBA.
Oh, that's wicked. That's like what's that movie, Pocahontas, where they have the, I'm so sorry. I'm not. It just came to mind when you said the totems. Pocahontas came to mind because I understand that with certain cultures they use animals and you know, to
with the indigenous tribes. Yes. Yeah. That's how I would familiarize it. It's not directly
Yeah.
you know, the
Well,
same.
that's Disney, innit? But you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a beautiful thing. Do you feel like you resonate with that name, because obviously names are important, titles are important?
Yeah, I believe so. You know, it's something that I draw on. You know, at times that I feel I need it. You know, that energy. And yeah, it definitely resonates, because it is, you know, it is me. It is, you know what I mean, coming from a place. So yeah, I kind of took that on, but originally I was not a vocalist. You know, I took that on as my DJ, like selecting.
Dope.
And I also, yeah, I used to, like, in terms of vocals and being an MC and a singer, I wasn't really confident to do that outwardly at first. You know what I mean? I was doing that at home and stuff like that. So, but yeah, another big inspiration of mine is Big Youth. When I was younger, I used to love listening to like Foundation artists.
Oh, dope.
So Big Youth, Uri, and yeah, I kind of merged the two together, and you know, youth as a mantra and as an energy, I feel is very powerful also. You know what I mean? So yeah.
No, yeah, definitely, because you know what we speak out into the universe, into the atmosphere, is ultimately the energy that we're gonna project out and get back. So I fully hear that. So it's like, it's very empowering. So I suppose every time you hear your name or you speak your artist name, it's like, yeah, that energy feeds back into you. I think that's really dope.
Yeah, for real. It's like a connection thing, you know what I mean? Because I'm over here, and that, you know, physically the place is over there, but yeah, you know what I mean?
Tell us a little bit. Okay, so you come from quite a multicultural background, I'd say. So give us a little bit about, you know, where you was raised and kind of like your upbringing in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Briefly?
No, go for it. Whatever you're willing to share, we're happy to hear, darling.
Yeah. Well, you know, I can't give everything away all at once. But yeah, firstly, big up everyone on the live that's locked in.
Love.
You know what I mean? And if I'm out there, big up yourself.
So where was you raised? So as far as, so you was raised in London?
No, not even.
Okay.
Yeah, not even. So I've been in London since 2012, 13, I believe.
Okay.
Some around that time, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up in Oxford.
Okay.
Before that.
So as in like outside of London, like Oxford?
Yes, as in literally like Oxford City.
Oh.
Outside of London.
What was that like?
Yeah, most people think I'm from Brixton, like South London.
Yeah, you probably give Brixton vibes, I ain't gonna lie.
But yeah, it's like my home away from home, I can't lie. In terms of like London, South London definitely, and Brixton, you know what I mean? But Brixton's a place that I've been coming since I was like a teenager to come to the record shops.
Okay.
And just get a different flavor. I've always been someone that liked to travel and experience different things from a young age. You know, I used to do a lot of sports.
Okay.
And I traveled around, and then as I got older, I did less sports.
Yeah.
I'm more socializing and, you know, experiencing life.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, it's not really as far like a lot of people that maybe.
Yeah, it does. It sounds far,
Yeah.
but I mean, I suppose when you're used to traveling in and out of London and, you know, globally, I mean, you are an international star, darling. So we're definitely going to get a bit more into that side of things and your journey and things like that. But before we go into that, I do want the people to hear your music, of course. So we're gonna get into one of your latest collaborations. I'll put it that way. You feature on the Hempolitics.
Yeah, the Hempolics.
Thank you, Shumba. Let me not butcher these people's names. Hempolics.
Let's not get into politics. Not yet. If you want this show to end.
No, we're not gonna get into politics just yet. No, but this dope tune that you do feature on Rock and Sway. Proper vibes. Love it. And then along throughout the interview, we'll kind of get deeper into your journey of music. So yes, big up everyone that is locked in. Your time with NADZ right here with SHUMBA Youth, guys. We're going to run up Rock and Sway, guys. Come vibe with us right now. vibe. Such a vibe. Yes, guys.
Yeah, big up Gripper and all the Hempalics family. Yeah.
We keep you rocking and sway. Rupu-ding, dapa-dupu-ding, ding. We keep you rocking and sway. Rupu-ding, dapa-dupu-ding, ding, bing, bing. We keep you rocking and sway. Bang, bang, diggy, diggy, dang, dang, ding, bing, 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 boy. We keep you rocking and sway. Boy, boy, boy. Just take a chance. Just don't be a chancer. Life is a thing like a romancer, ooh yeah. Only in the bank, don't be a damper, clamper. Life up for the rap, don't be no ramp.
Yeah, let's take. Okay, very intimate
just
setting.
Hardware, you know, like studio equipment, just all around.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just had like 2 or 3 sessions and you know, some long hours and late nights, and yeah, we just came up with this. Yeah. And it was a few years later, said they was putting out an album. Yeah, so this track is on their album also.
Dope. Yeah, you heard that, guys. Make sure you guys go ahead and run it up and follow all of the amazing artists that have collabed together for this one. No, it's a vibe. It's an absolute vibe. So let's take it back a little bit as far as your journey in the music industry and how was your spark and your passion for music? You know, what inspired it? Do you remember the time when it was kind of like there was a point where it was like, yeah, I'd want to be an artist?
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know if it was a moment, more like consecutive moments. You know, it's like the journey of life when you're trying to find yourself out here in this jungle. You get me?
Yeah, it really
and
is.
It's rough. So like, yeah, certain things would happen. And, you know, my head is stressed out or whatever, certain things happen in life, and I'll come back to the music. And the music makes me feel good, balances me, you know, in a particular way.
Yeah.
So that would keep happening. So I was always drawn to the music, and I've grown up around it. Yeah. And then I guess I started to experiment with different ways of being within the music. So I used to go to like community centers and like sound system events. And yeah, at some point I just decided to start collecting my own records.
Okay.
And buying my own records and stuff like that. So
that's kind of when the passion started for it in a way.
Yes.
The records was kind of like that's a small part of, that's like you're owning a part of that legacy, of that moment in time with the records.
Yeah, for real. Like I always remember like being like small and like flipping the record on my parents.
Yeah.
And just being fascinated with vinyl, you know, even when that era was kind of gone.
Yeah.
I used to just love vinyl.
Yeah, people still do. It's like it's coming back. And I think that's the amazing thing about music and art in general. It's like it goes through a cycle and then it kind of comes back on itself. So I do see, I've obviously follow you on social media, and you do go to a lot of record stores, which is really dope.
Yeah, the vinyl and the records, I find that a lot of people are resonating with it at the moment. They want something physical, you know, and I feel like in life they want something like real. And, you know, the vinyl is the record is something you can hold in your hand, you can place it. Or even just some people want to support, and it's a physical thing that you can support an artist if they put a record out, you know?
Yeah, for sure, because, excuse me, guys.
Need some water.
I do apologize. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from, Sugar. I'm so
Take
sorry.
time. I can entertain the people.
Yeah.
Take a break.
You know, a little
Stay
water
hydrated. What's it already says? Oh yeah, just cool. Keep it cool.
JusCoolRadio.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what took over me? Yes, the physical copies. I think it's always lovely to have a bit of merch as well that's signed by the artist, because it just gives that personal feel to you know, how much you enjoy their music and stuff. So yeah, I think there's something that I think is always gonna exist, even if it's not the popular thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, most definitely, you know. Yeah, it's just one of those things I don't think it's gonna it's gonna go away. And yeah, like I said, I see a big resurgence with like young people buying records and pressing records and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, it's not as it was in the whatever quote the 90s or you know what I mean, that era, like hundreds of thousands of records. But you know, for instance, like London Town, one of my tracks that sold out. You know, the 7-inch sold out. So you know, the people are buying the records. So
they like it. They like it. It's that sense of nostalgia as well, isn't it? Like a bit of the past in the future. So talking about the past, you know, you spoke a bit about, you know, your introduction into music and you know how you grew up in surrounded by music, which is amazing. Do you remember what you was like in school? Like what kind of pupil you was?
What was I like in school?
Yeah.
You know, I was pretty much like I am now, really. A little bit cheeky. You know, quite studious, quite inquisitive. I like to learn, you know, but probably sometimes I like to learn on my own terms.
In your own timing, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't we all
like
love to do that? Well, school was school, innit? So
yeah, but you know, I did the best that I could up to a point.
Yeah. That's what's up. So if you was one of your teachers, right? And could you if you was one of your teachers, right, and could you think of what they would say about you as what you was like in school? Like if it was like maybe say 3 words to describe what Shumba was like in school.
3 words.
Yeah, from a teacher's perspective.
I would say, I mean, they might say quiet, because I was actually very quiet at school in some ways. But it depends.
Yeah. You had your moments.
I had my moments, but yeah, I was quite reserved, I guess, in school. You know, I'm like that anyway. I'm an introvert. This is a lot for me. The bright lights, all these cameras, you get me?
Yeah.
Even though I'm an artist, I go on stage and stuff. And I don't really do interviews, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Too tough, but not like it's a rule. I don't do interviews. You know what I'm saying? But it's not something that I haven't done lots.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a moment still.
Hey, we love moments, darling. We do. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, you know, I mean, you mentioned about being an introvert, and you kind of you get that feeling. But I think once you get into the music and the vibe of it all, that's where you truly open up and you know, you can see the full personality and range. So, you know, being an introvert, but then having to perform, you know, internationally and obviously all around different cities in London, how do you, for yourself, break that mental barrier out of being an introvert into, okay, now I'm a performer? Let's get into it.
Well, you know, to be honest with you, I still get nervous. You know, there's still nerves and stuff when I'm performing. But I think that's normal, like with humans.
Yeah.
So these things are very normal, you know what I mean? So if I didn't feel that, you know, I'd be like, well, something is not right.
Yeah.
So it's more just like in many things in life is how you deal with these stresses, or, you know what I mean? Some people might call it anxiety, or, you know what I mean? Again, anxiety is a very normal feeling and emotion. It's how you respond to it. So, yeah, like through many hours of practice, you know what I'm saying? Many hours of rehearsal, many hours of live rehearsal, many situations that maybe didn't go so great. Do you know what I mean? And you just learn how to keep it going. And yeah, you either keep it going or you don't.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. You have a swim or you sink, right? Under the pressure sometimes. It be like that.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, many hours of dedication, like in terms of like, and going back to the, you know, early days of my story, I was with a band called Jamatone. So I have a big up the man them from Jamatone. This is back in Oxford still.
Dope. Big
and yeah, they were all like, I don't know, minimum 10, 15, I don't know, maybe 20 years older than me. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how people up.
So you was always kind of around older people as far as the music scene?
In terms of the music, I've been around a lot of the elders.
Yeah, that's dope.
From early.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you have a lot to learn from them. You know, some of them.
Yeah, well.
No, all of them actually, but it's just in different ways, you know. Some of them will open their arms to help you. Other would just, you know what I mean, just give you screw face and cuss you, basically. But you're still learning.
I guess so. Yeah, there's always a lesson to be learned, really. There's always a lesson. But yeah, you were saying about,
So yeah, my point was with that band, we used to rehearse like every week.
Okay.
For months and months. I don't know how long. I was getting frustrated. I'm like, when are we going to do shows?
Yeah.
You know, but that was quite early in my songwriting as well. So we used to sit down, songwrite, and rehearse for hours and hours. So, you know, that is what it is. What did they say? 10,000 hours.
Yeah. So what came first in your journey? Was it the songwriting? Was it the recording, you know, and then what style of music did you kind of start with? Was it always reggae? And then you've kind of, you know, flowed into all the different genres, as far as, you know, with the jungle and the dance hall and dub. Like, what kind of came first?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, it's kind of always been like the dub, reggae and dub, you know, from early, but... You know, I love my, you know, you're playing your R&B early. I love my R&B, my hip hop, anything Afrocentric, essentially from its root. I love that. But yeah, in terms of me, my journey, like expressing myself within the music.
Yeah.
I think originally I started to sing over maybe some like hip hop. Like my brother had a couple hip hop records.
Yeah.
You know, like some Warren G.
Okay.
Yeah, so I might have started spitting over some like G-Funk, some Warren G, you know what I mean? Some old school hip hop from the US. And then some of my dad's records, and then later on some of my records. I used to flip the B-side. And I bought a microphone. I might still have the mic somewhere, you know, just from a charity shop.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was working full-time at the time. In a car factory, actually. Yeah, there's a mini car factory in Oxford.
Okay.
Yeah, in Cowley.
All right.
If anyone knows Oxford, they would know.
So you used to work in there? You used to work there, sorry.
Yeah, I was working on the line. I was building the cars.
Hey, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was long hours. It's quite hard work.
Yeah.
It's manual work, you know what I mean? It's really hard. It's hard work. So, yeah, after those long shifts, I used to just put on the instrumentals and just sing out basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's really dope. We're gonna get into another one of your tunes and then we shall forward on to the rest of the interview. I wanna play another one of my favorites, actually, which is another collaboration of yours with Zed Bias.
Yes. Big up Zed.
Yeah.
Legend.
Absolute legend.
That was a pleasure to make that track.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just very quick and fast. Him and Sphere, it was a very
you guys have a lot of I think is it an actual EP of a collaboration with the two of you? Because I selected a few of the songs, but I was like, there's a lot, so I'm thinking, was that just itself a body of work?
No, but we have spoken about that. Zed, if you're listening, call me. It's been a while. I know you're busy. Saying anyway.
Love it. Okay, we're gonna run it up, guys. Yeah. Zed Bias featuring SHUMBA Youth, guys. And if you haven't already, guys, please head over to all music streaming platforms, all social medias, and follow up SHUMBA Youth. Okay, it's all in the name. Absolute vibe, an amazing artist. This tune we're going to run right now is called London Town, guys. Stay locked in. Your time with NADZ right here, guys.
The
rhythm.
Ooh, we there in that London town, where every place gets shelled down to the baseline. Zed Bias,
We not no bias. We not no liars. Yeah. Top flyers. Sound to the sky up. Will bang on a up. Dry my eyes when I dry up. Aye. See we not chippy boy. Hey. We there in that London town, where every place gets shelled down. There in that London town, everybody girl get down. Shelling, 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 shelling. Step on me Wellington boat. See Shumba you without the toad. Blaze up the fire. No, no, no.
Guys, let's just take that one back a little piece there, yeah? Fully deep it, yeah? Z Bias featuring SHUMBA Youth. Big tune.
Where every place gets shelled down. To the baseline. Z Bias. We not no bias. We not no liars. Yeah. Top flyers.
Sound to the sky up. NADZ well bang on a up. Dry my eyes when I dry up, oi. Yeah, 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 yeah.
We there in that
London town, where every place gets shelled down.
There in that
London town, everybody will get down. Shelling, 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 shelling. Step on me Timberland boat. It's the Shumba youth without the chode. Yeah.
Blaze up the fire on the road. We done
set the route.
Anywhere we pass through.
Yeah, you know how we do. You know how we say. Lyrics them I spray. Like straight off the dome. You will never walk with no comb. Touch microphone. Yeah.
We there in that London town, where every place gets shelled down. In a way compound,
lyrics them shell all around.
Hey, you better listen to the triple, the double soundboard.
When that she yelling pandematic, dance get at you feel the static. So dramatic, not deal with it proper.
We got the
real and dapper. Anyway she pass through, you know the top shut up, boy.
We there in that London town, where every place gets shelled down. Every dance gets shelled down. Gonna better listen to this, yeah, when we jump on the beat. No see ragamuffin the air, yeah, but I don't touch the listen to the ragamuffin beat. Listen to the song.
Yes, guys, London Town, Z Bias featuring SHUMBA Youth. Oh, dope. Absolute dopeness, guys. Run it up. Run up all the tunes that we're going to be playing this evening.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
We got Z Bias. So yeah, just to clarify, that one is a single.
Yes.
And then Z put out, I believe, 4. Is it 4? Yeah, 4 UKG remixes, because you know he's quite well known for his garage and UKG production.
Yes. Yeah.
Although he's done a lot of production on many different styles of music, you know, he's just sick with it, to be honest with you. So I have that, and there's also a couple more remixes we're sitting on, you know, slyly. So I'm just waiting for him to let me know when they're coming out.
Yeah, well, we're patiently waiting to hear it all. For sure. No, absolute vibe. And that, especially when you guys hit the festival scenes. And I think this is what I really love about the kind of dub style, and as far as, you know, when it comes to that style of music, reggae dub vibes, it's just really, it's a culture within itself. Because it's like, what I wonder sometimes is, like, from the people looking from the outside, sometimes they can feel like, oh, do you have to be Rastafarian to be a part of that, you know, the kind of jungle, the culture of it all? Because it's like, when I went, because remember we went to, there was an event I saw you at recently, right? elevate today's.
Okay, in Peckham. Yeah.
And then, all right, say you're someone that's not from that world, right? And then you walk in, then it's kind of like there's just eclectic flares. There's, you know, a lot of Rastafarians, that kind of vibe that you get from it. If someone from the outside and you had to explain to them what the mood is like and what the vibe is like, being, you know, a part of the culture, how would you describe that to them?
We're talking about generally, not that night specifically.
Yeah,
or
not
any
that night,
specific
just in general.
In general, the scene.
Yeah.
That I, you know, perceive to be partaking in. Yeah.
Perceive. Well, I mean, you gotta be in the scene, but it's like you're always performing at these kind of events. So it's like for you, obviously, you're coming from an artist perspective, right? But as a consumer, it's like, you know, I may not have my hair in dreads. I might not wear certain types of clothing. Is it still a place where people can be welcome no matter what type of thing?
Yeah, full 100. Full 100. I would say it's one of the most welcoming environments for anybody at any stage in your life. Do you know what I'm saying? So, from what I've seen, what I've experienced myself, and what I've witnessed in terms of someone that curates nights, you know, and puts on events, you know what I mean? I did 5 years at Chip Shop Brixton.
Dope.
So big up Mike and big up Chip Shop, you know what I mean, for having me for the 5 years. Something like that, 5 years, you know what I mean? There was lockdown. Yeah, there was lockdown and stuff like that. But, you know, during that time, I was just DJing and representing it that way. But, yeah, like enough artists that I put on, it was the very first time singing or performing in front of people. And a lot of them were different styles of artists. So, you know, I do like to experiment with, you know, curating lineups that are a little bit different. They're not the generic, you know, reggae or roots lineup, but I feel like it would work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And sometimes it works better than others, but that's life, innit? So I like to give people the opportunities. So in terms of the events and people coming to them, I would just say come. Yeah, man, or just go to an event if you see, if you have a perception of anything in life, it's a perception, innit? So until you've gone there and experienced it, I like to go to all different types of nights, you know? I was in Amsterdam recently.
Yes, you was.
And I was booked for, big up Romper. Romper's Reggae Shop books me, you know, a few times over the years. So, at that event, that was a reggae dub, jungle jammer bass, predominantly promotion.
Okay, dope.
But there's all kinds of people there, you know? And then for myself, I went to a separate couple of events as well, just to experience Amsterdam a bit differently. I went to a grassroots sound system event. And then I also saw like a London DJ that was DJing at a piano night.
Okay.
And I hadn't really been to an Amma night fully. So I thought, let me go and experience that. And I went to that night, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had a great time.
That's what's up. That's
you know
what's
what I mean?
up.
So live life, I would say.
That's it. Yeah. Because I think because even like for me, like I'm definitely exploring more as far as like those different type of events and different spaces. And I genuinely feel like for me, when it comes to the jungle dub, you know, kind of dancehall reggae scene, I just feel nothing but love personally. Like, you know, I've never had a negative experience. For me, it's like you walk in and it's just like, come on, girl. Like everyone's just, it's there for the vibe, the energy.
Like, it's real most of the time. That's what it's supposed to be, really. It's an event where you can be yourself. You know, it's not an open mic, but essentially, if your energy is correct, do you know what I mean? And it looks like, you know, I've seen it loads of time, and someone wants to sing on the mic, they will get the microphone, and they can express themselves. You get me? And that could be a moment that changes their life. And I've seen that many times, you know. And it's not a place that people really should have isms or judging people or trying to show off or have ego. You understand what I'm saying? So if that's kind of what you're doing at those events, You know, I'm not gonna talk too much. We only have a little time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Log onto my Insta. I'm gonna start talking very soon.
Ooh, okay, guys, you got the tea right here.
Yeah. So
you hear that?
it's
Yeah.
not supposed to be that. It's just a place where anyone can go there. And if you don't like the vibe,
Mhm.
the same way you came in is where you leave.
I love that.
And that's it.
And that's real life. That is
Mm.
real life. But yeah, it's an amazing space. From just a lover of music, to be at and experience, because there's no pressure. It just feels so free flowing, and like I said, of course, I think with any scene, with any pocket of genre of music, there's always going to be, just because naturally as human beings there are judgmental people, there are people that are going to make that job a little bit harder for you, and you have to push and cut over barriers and over people's prejudices and things like that, which it's a shame, but I think we get that everywhere,
Oh, for sure. You know what I mean? I'm not going to stand here and pretend like I just rocked up to London and everyone was open arms like, oh my gosh, yeah. We were waiting for you to come. Like, here's the microphone. You're going to perform, you're headlining Rente, you get me? No.
You put the work in. You put the work in, though. You have been for a number of years, like absolutely putting the work in and releasing like really, really great music. So you should be really proud of yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I do have to step back sometimes and just check. Like, well, okay, I've done a lot still. I have a lot to do. So every day I'm like, I have a lot to do. In my mind, I'm like 10 steps ahead.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that too sometimes. But it's really important to take a hot second and just literally look at your journey and give yourself those flowers, because that's ultimately what you have to compare yourself to, is the old you, in a sense,
Of course, yeah, for real. That's the only thing you should really be fighting to be better than. Is your previous self.
That part.
And sometimes you're gonna find that your previous self was actually way more amazing than you realized in a different way that you might not have perceived. So yeah, it's good to check back. 100.
I agree. Yeah, for sure. So as far as so the style of music you do, like, I feel like your lyrics are quite deep. The music is the music, and as far as it's the frequency, and it gives you that energizing feeling, and it's very like you just want to get up, you want to move, and it gives you that feeling. But your words are very powerful as well, and very meaningful. What would you say is your message behind your music when you write your lyrics?
I mean, it's something that's evolving, firstly, and I'm a human, so I might have one thing to say today. I might say something different tomorrow. You know what I mean?
You might feel differently tomorrow.
I might feel differently tomorrow, so I just want to make that point initially, Just take every artist, it's a human, and it's an artist, you know what I mean? So, but at the same time, as an artist, you have to understand that what you're saying is forever. You know what I'm saying? Once I put this, even this interview per se, I'm not in my head thinking like I need to watch what I'm going to say, but I am to a certain level, because I'm more so as we move on in this matrix, everything that you say, may be taken later on.
Yeah, can and will
in
be
the court
used
of law.
I was literally just thinking that, SHUMBA, like,
yeah.
I mean, sometimes disclaimers, but because once you put it out there in the universe, it's out there, right? Especially when we're talking about this internet world, right? It's always going to be there. So,
for sure. So, in that respect, I put time into my lyrics. Sometimes it just flows.
Yeah.
And I really don't fight the flow. You know what I mean? It's just something that comes through me.
Yeah.
And I give thanks for the inspiration.
That's what we have to do. Like,
and and other times it's not that easy. I have to sit down and write. Like I said, it's work.
Yeah.
To write the lyrics. But I come from the premise. I saw an interview of a great artist. And he said something along the lines of, if you don't have, something good to say,
Don't say nothing at all.
Yeah,
That
don't
part.
say it,
100%. Like, yeah, you have to tap into positive energy. And I think ultimately that's just what helps vibrate your frequency higher. And like for me, I've always spoken that whenever I speak about, just what our purpose is in life and what we're here to really achieve. Like I genuinely believe love is the universal language. That is what will push us higher. So when I listen to your music, that's what I feel. Like, so I just wondered, was that like a conscious decision along your journey that, that's what you want to do, empower people and show that love and unity within your music?
Well, yeah, for real. I think it is because, it's what uplifted me, it's empowered me, it's given me strength, it's giving me that self-love, which is the number one love.
Come on
that
now.
everyone needs. If you don't have that, you can't give it to nobody.
Talk the thing, Shumba.
So, yeah, that's definitely something that I would hope to, share to people in the music, in the words of the music and the vibe. So,
yes.
You know what I mean? It's not always that. Sometimes it's a slightly different energy, but, it's all coming from a place of love.
Yeah. You perform a lot, and I think like when it comes to like the festivals and like as far as like the jungle type music, I mean you need a lot of energy like to move around in them stages. The way I see like because you've got dancing and then you've got jungle type dancing. Like I feel like it's really it's a trance. Like you guys that you really like listen. You need to have you gotta have the stamina, you gotta have everything. You have to be prepared. So give us a little tip about kind of like your rehearsal, like how do you kind of prepare yourself for a live performance,
for a live show of any kind? Well, I will rehearse.
Yes, of course.
Sometimes more than others. You don't have time, to do anything. But the minimum rehearsal I'm going to do is just check my set list. Have a little check, on some of the songs, listen to them. Some visualization, how I see it happening.
What about mentally? Like, how do you mentally prepare yourself? Because I can imagine sometimes it can be quite overwhelming at times. You spoke about being an introvert and things like that. So mentally, how do you prepare yourself for those type of performances where you have to be high energy on stage?
Well, like I said, I'm an introvert. So, again, I could talk about this for a very long time. But, energy is something that flows. Energy can become stagnant. Energy is something that comes forwards and backwards, to and fro. So, once you really understand energy on a deep level, to prepare for a live show, is me just balancing out my energy on that day, on the previous days, or maybe just in the moment. So, I might just have to go and sit by myself.
Yeah, little meds.
Yeah, just all the meds and just have quiet. I'm not going to talk. Sometimes I might not talk for the whole morning. I might not talk for the whole day. Yeah. So yeah, it really depends. I definitely go more inside before stage. Like I don't really like
you don't want to exert
I don't like people around me.
Yeah.
I don't like people talking to me, me asking me questions and stuff like that. It's not the time.
Yeah. No, I totally feel you on that one. Yeah. It gets like that. For
so
sure.
Whatever each person is different. Some people might want to do some star jumps. Some people might want, half a pint of Ray Nephews. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging no one, but for me, I just all the meds and just make sure that I'm prepared.
Yeah.
If I can do my vocal warm-ups.
This is it.
Yeah, kids, do your vocal warm-ups. Yeah.
That's great advice, and thank you for that little tip there of your process. I think sometimes from the outside people look and think, oh, you're able to perform, like for example, what I do, you're able to go up and interview artists and things like that. And you're right. Sometimes we forget there's a human being behind it all. And I actually do personally suffer from social anxiety myself. And so what I've had to do is I know with myself, I'm not a type of person. When I see a challenge, I don't go around it. I don't go over it. I go through it. So I put myself in positions where I know that I have to overcome it, So I think, with anything, you just sometimes just put yourself in that space. And then also, when you were saying earlier about, your nerves and things like that, I get nervous whenever I have to do any kind of, interview or whatever, but I channel those nerves because I feel like if you're never nervous about something that you're passionate about, do you really care enough? If that makes sense?
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah,
I
I would then agree with you also. Like, it's just, it's a part of the process and whatnot. So with your performances, because you have travelled, like I mentioned before, in and around London, England itself, internationally, different countries, different stages. Is there a stage in mind and particular performance in mind that's like, that was one of my highlights?
I mean, there's been a few. There's been a few. I would say, in terms of recently, I had my first official Glastonbury booking.
Jeez.
It's
heavy.
Yeah,
It's
so
heavy.
that was an experience.
Yes.
Had the ticket and everything. Like, I've been to Glastonbury unofficially.
That's a big accolade to put, to put on your roster.
Yeah. It's a good one to put on the CV. You know what I mean? So, I was booked for that one, and it wasn't the actual show that I was booked for. So, Zed Bias that I done, the chat with, so that I was gonna be there. He also was gonna be there.
Okay.
And it kind of just really got confirmed. I think maybe even on the day before.
Really?
He was like, I'm performing at this time on this stage. And if you know, Glastonbury, like, is a big...
It's huge.
It's a big
one
place.
Of the big... Yeah. Well, physically it's a huge place, but as a platform, it's also huge. But go ahead.
Yeah. But literally as a place, a space, it's like, I don't know, a couple boroughs of London, you get me? It's crazy if you haven't been there to experience it, just to put it in context. So so anyway, he was performing, like, I believe early evening, and it was, sunshine, hot weather, Greenpeace stage, and the place was just packed. I couldn't see the back of the people. So I performed with him, and that was
wow,
that was amazing.
Experience.
That was an experience.
Yeah, that's dope.
So that was great. Another thing was my first time that I did a tour with my own band, and I performed at Coco's in Camden.
Oh, dope. Yeah, I know that spot.
Yeah, that was a great night as well. So there's been a few.
Yeah, I'm sure of it, and then many more to come. That's the exciting thing about being an artist and being able to explore so many spaces and different people and different environments. It can be a beautiful thing, but I think it's, like you mentioned earlier, it's important sometimes to zone in and center yourself, because you do give out so much, like your energy, your time, just everything. Being an artist in general, you give yourself, so it's always important to, like, sit back and recharge. Like, meditation is one thing. What other things are you kind of into as far as, like, being able to just you time for you? Always the music is the you time, if that makes sense.
No, definitely not. That's not my me time.
Yeah.
But it's always kind of part of it, maybe in some ways. But what do I like to do for me time? All the meditation, just go, like, see some trees.
Nature.
You know what I mean?
Nature's a big
nature,
part.
big time grounding, and you can learn so much. Every time you can learn something from nature. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
I love that. All right, Shumba, we're gonna play a little game in a minute. Would you be up for that?
Why not?
Yeah, we'll play a little game. All right, but before we do that, I'm
not sure. Which one is this? Is this TikTok?
I believe so.
Who's asking for 3 blind mice?
positive vibes only. Because we high on love and frequencies right now, okay? Only high vibrations over here on Your Time with Nads. Of course, we've got the amazing Shumba youth in the building, guys, okay? So, good vibes. Absolute good vibes. Do you know what, Shumba? I'm thinking I want to take it back a little bit. I want to take it back as far as your catalogue of music, because you have released amazing songs over the years. And I think it's, like we mentioned earlier, it's always nice to be able to reflect upon them.
Sure.
And a couple of them caught my ear and my eye, honey. So I was like, yeah, let's, I want to go with, I'm going to go with Bassett. How do you feel about that? We good, yeah? We're gonna go with that one.
Anything you feel, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've released it, so.
Yes, that's it. And I like it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go in, guys. Shumba Youth, Basket, guys. Stay locked in. Your Time with Nads right here on Just Cool Radio with the amazing Shumba Youth. Run it up, guys.
Bust it, to we guane, all kind of people them a try to we sit back and chill. Dream about a beautiful little sandy hill, vibes are tranquil. Bust it, to we guane, all kind of people them a try to we sit back and chill. Dream about a beautiful little sandy hill. Nobody move, nobody can kid. Out there, with my direct tape. I forget a couple million driver fast vehicle. Everybody want to be on MTV. Have their own CD and DVD. If that could happen, then Stevie say Michael landed and never gone crazy. Nitty gritty, ever it done. Shaka Zulu would have walk with a gun. Life is amazing, let we have some food. Come let we have some food. Bust it, to we guane, all kind of people them a try to we sit back and chill. Dream about a beautiful little sandy hill, vibes are tranquil. Bust it, to we guane, all kind of people them a try to we sit back and chill. Dream about a beautiful little sandy hill.
Yes, guys. Shumba in the building. Shumba Youth, guys. Run up all these amazing catalogue, okay? We're listening to Bust It right now. We took it back. We took it way back, you know what I'm saying?
That's way back.
Yeah.
I don't even remember recording that.
See? Well, now you do.
Some of them are going like a gangster and villain. Doesn't take a big man to stop the man kill him. You better be willing to stop all the killer. Take it straight back way to the beginning. I sing say bust it, to we guane, all kind of people them a try to we sit back and chill. Dream about a beautiful little sandy hill, vibes are tranquil. Bust it, to we guane, all kind of people them a try to we sit back and chill. Dream about a beautiful little sandy hill. Chilla la 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 la, boom chille. Right down to the good times again. Chilla la 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 la, boom chille. Right down to the good times again. Chilla la 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 la, boom chille. Right down to the good times again. Chilla la 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 la, boom chille. Right down to the good times again.
Yes, guys, that was Bust It.
Yeah, that's me on the guitar solo, you know.
What? Really?
Yeah. No, I'm joking.
Oh, do you know what? You know what? I actually would have believed that.
Yes. I want to believe it, but yeah.
Wouldn't that be amazing, darling? Trust me. Do you play any instruments, though?
I'm actually focusing on guitar right now.
You are?
Yeah, I'm focusing on guitar right now. I can play a little keys, percussion, and drums. I love to play drums. If I got a live band rehearsal, I love to sit on the drums.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not a drummer per se. But yeah.
We got interest in it. I like that. We're going to run another tune. We're going to run Sweet Jamaica. Okay, so this one's Daddy Freddy, Sleepy Time Ghost, and of course the one and only Shumba.
Guinness World Record holder.
Yeah.
For fastest rapper in the world.
Jeez, absolute legend. Yeah, that's amazing. Do you remember what it was like working with him then?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get therapy.
What do you mean by that? He has to get therapy. You're funny. Oh dear. Yeah, no, but that must have been a little bit nerve-wracking as well, though, because he, like you said, he's a legend in the game. And just to clarify as well, sorry, you did say that the Sleepy Time Ghost is production.
So that's Sleepy Time Ghost production. That's a Daddy Freddy release that I featured on.
Yes.
That should be forthcoming on his album, which is in the production at the moment.
Amazing.
Yeah, so yeah, that was great to work with Fred.
Yeah.
You know, he's a legend. He's a big energy. You know, if you're seeing, he's kind of going viral again. He seems to go viral every now and again. But he's been on, you know, the DJ AG.
Yeah. Yes.
Live streams quite a lot.
And you was on AG's as well. I see you there doing your thing.
I don't think.
No? Was it
No.
you?
Did I do that and forget? No, I haven't been there yet.
You haven't done it yet?
No, I've connected.
No,
I reached out to him like very early and we spoke. But I ended up, I couldn't link up with him.
Okay. Apologies.
So I haven't done an AG. No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Big up AG still, I believe, is in
Jamaica
right now.
Yes.
Having a great time.
How fitting. No, for sure. Okay, do you know what, Shumba? Let's get into our game, my lovely. Let's get into the game. It's called Would You Rather. Just a simple Would You Rather game. Nothing too strenuous, just a little light work. Okay.
All right.
Let's get into it. All right, let's go. Okay. Shumba, youth. Would you rather be rich and single or poor and in love?
Rich and single or poor and in love? I mean, well, I'm poor and in love right now. So I guess rich and single. Yeah, I'm in love with myself. Poor man
I was about
style.
to say congratulations, but minus the poor part. I'm done with you, Shumba.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
Sorry. I'm like this, if you didn't know already. Yeah.
no, I kind of gathered, darling, not to worry. So so you'd rather be poor and in love?
Yeah. Cause money is funny.
It comes and goes.
Yeah.
That part. Yeah. I don't know. I've done the poor man's love. Sorry, guys. Listen, you know what? We'll save that story for another day. Let's move on.
Okay. Ooh, I thought I was going off track for a minute.
Yeah, I had to rein it back in, darling.
That's for the skits.
Yeah. So, would you rather live inside your favorite childhood book or movie? And what one was it?
Childhood book or movie? I would say, I don't know, I guess movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to pick, I might change my mind later on, but yeah, let's go with movie.
Go with movie. Movie
Yeah.
is. Do you remember what? Do you have a favorite movie? Doesn't have to be way back in your childhood. Just like in general. Do you have a favorite movie you'd want to live?
I mean, it's probably not from my childhood. It's just an iconic movie. I don't know why it springs to mind right now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the vibe I'm on, but Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Absolute classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad boy movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Would you rather live in a world where there is no books or no art? So one or the other. No books or no art?
I mean, I would argue that books are art to a certain level.
That's true.
But,
it's all expression.
No books or no art.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, right? Both of them, like, a world without them it's a twisted reality.
I mean, let's go with books, because before the book was the voice. You know, you can scribe on something that's not a book maybe at some point later, or record the voice. So
true.
Let's go with true. I can't get rid of art because that's kind of what I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. Come on. So many levels of art. Right. So, would you rather communicate telepathically or be able to memorize everything you read?
I already communicate telepathically. Yes.
Okay.
Those that are tapped in know already.
All right.
And yeah, my memory is terrible. So yeah, I love that.
So, okay. Yeah. So memorize everything you read. Yeah. Do you know what? When it comes to the telepathy, I'd say theory, but we know it's not a theory, right? But that's always something that's intrigued me. So was that a journey that you went on within adulthood, or something you've kind of always been tapped into?
I mean, by the way, I was kind of messing with you, but
I know you was.
I'm kind of being serious.
I know, yeah, there's levels to it.
You know, but again, going back to maybe something we mentioned earlier, the more that you practice and tap into yourself, practice just sitting in silence. Yeah, the more you can tap into, because like I believe there's a set of people. Where is it now? Is it the Antarctic? They live there, and they just communicate with facial expressions and energy.
Yeah.
So, and some people are very intuitive, and many people have more powers. So yeah, when you start to tap in, you're gonna.
I truly believe in it. Like I really do, and I've like done my research and things like that. And I think it's just you have to fully create that time. You have to take yourself out of this hectic environment where everything's so busy and in our faces. We have social media. We have, we have to go to work. We have to do all these things constantly. But if we had a moment, if we created those moments, and that community, that hub, that really, I'd say, gave the space for us to learn the skills like that. And I'd say it's more like relearning.
It's going back to basics. Do you know what I mean? Even simple things like street lights. Like, how are you supposed to tune in to the environment around you when you have these artificial, as I'm saying it, we have a big light right in our face. But, all of that, the Wi-Fi, the street lights, the traffic, the noise, everything like that. So, yeah, once you move away from that and you step away from that in any way that you can start to tap in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure, guys. Yeah. We'll wait for the day that SHUMBA can show us some telepathy skills. Because,
you should be able to hear what I'm saying right now. Yes. It's coming right at you. Yeah.
But yeah. All right, last one. Would you rather have no cars or no boats?
Dum 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 dum. Boy,
no cars or no boats?
Cars, no boats. I mean, I don't really live boat life, but I don't really like too much cars.
Yeah, I get seasick, so...
I'm going to say no cars.
No cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going for the boats?
If it's Tesla, get rid of them first, please. If anyone owns a Tesla, I'm not sorry. Really.
Listen.
Especially if you have melanin. Don't get me started, please.
There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn. I
don't want to hurt no one's feelings, but yeah.
Yeah. I noticed you have a lot of remixes and different versions to each of your songs. Is that a strategy that you've always used?
The remix thing, do you know what? Yeah, it was a kind of idea of a formula that I came up with for, I believe, which single? I think Right Way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first time. That was during lockdown or just before that we released it. And then that whole shenanigans happened. And yeah, I just happened to be on the phone to Nikki Black Market. Big up Nikki. Legend. And yeah, we were just connecting over lockdown. And I was asking him, as a veteran and legend, like, do you know any up and coming producers that might want to remix the song? I'm thinking to remix it in this time, something to give the song a bit more energy. And yeah, he got excited and said, yeah, I want to remix it, and I'm gonna call up Aries, who's another, jungle legendary producer.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they did the remix, and that remix, yeah, I think it's got the most hits that I have on Spotify. It's on over 500,000 hits. So
jeez, numbers, guys, numbers.
Yeah, so that went kind of crazy, and a lot of people did resonate with that song and the message of the song. Obviously, we put the original out first.
Yeah.
And I would have loved the original to do, as well, and reach as many people. But essentially, the song reached many people.
Yeah, no, like
in whichever format it's in.
It was extremely successful. Like, yeah, honestly, guys, like I said, head over to Spotify and all streaming platforms, because you'll see the numbers. Your music does a lot of numbers, especially the collaborations yourself in general. And I suppose this is why you do get a lot of bookings, because you are active in the scene, and especially when it comes to the collaborations you do. They're with some heavyweights, so I think naturally the music gets out there.
Yeah, it's with some legendary, heavyweights in the scene, and I'm not gonna underplay that. But at the same time, I've been in this scene for a minute, and these are all real connections that I know people, and that I've had relationships with in the industry for some time, and that's just comes from doing the do.
That's it. That's it. So Shumba, what does success look like for you in the industry?
What does success look like?
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that, I'm having a conversation with myself at the moment about.
Yeah.
Because, what is success really?
Okay. Well.
I think if you're happy with where you're at, there's small successes, and then you could look at some other things that are, you might deem as, wow, that is a massive success in terms of my career. But another thing you can say is, like, the people that are at the top, a lot of them are not happy, or they turn to substance, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, this is real facts.
I think, success is at different levels, and
No, for sure, for sure. It's definitely a personal and internal battle between, like you said, what is success. But I think sometimes it can be quantified and sometimes it can't, because success is really a feeling. It's how you feel about, like you said, where you are, the stage and place that you are in that moment in time. So with that being said, we are basically nearing the end of the show. Would you like to let the people know what is coming up next for Shumba Youth, and if there's any shout outs you'd also like to do?
Yeah, shout out to my mom that was on my IG live.
Oh, okay. Big up Mumsy.
Big up Mumsy. Little pre-Mother's Day. Big up our mothers around the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blessings.
More life, more blessings. Yeah, so in terms of what's coming up for me, I'm actually organizing some shows. So I'm going to be doing acoustic live shows around the UK. So this is the first time that I've actually said this publicly. So
exclusive.
Kind of have to do that now.
I know the pressure. Yeah. We put it on ourselves. I get what you mean.
So that's happening, and any promoters around the UK, if you're interested, any promoters in general, you know what I mean, just hit me up in terms of Europe and the UK. And there's just lots of music. I won't get into it too much because there's a lot of different projects.
More projects coming out. I love it. We love to hear it. Big up yourself, King. I appreciate you.
Give thanks.
Yeah, honestly.
Every time. Love.
Energy is just beautiful. And, like I said, the music speaks for itself. You're very talented and you're just doing what you're doing. So just keep doing it.
Yeah, there's more coming, definitely.
Sure.
Thank you for having me.
No, that's okay.
Keep up the great work, you know what I mean?
No, I appreciate you. Much love, honestly. We're going to close out the show, guys, with Right Way. And this is Aries and Nikki Black Market featuring Shumba. Oh, was it your tune? Is it Shumba featuring them? Let me get that correct.
Yeah, they remixed the track, basically.
They remixed your track, yeah?
Yes.
So we love that. Yeah, we're going to rock with that, guys. And on that note, I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Thank you.
With the pan mission as we step it out. Anything we say, we spit it with enough cloth. No matter what them try, no, them can't run beyond. The lion and that's it, and with it all about. UK, France, and Jamaica, yeah. But not up to yan, yes, but not river, yeah. With the Africa, Europe, and Asia, yeah. We unite and take it. Right way, forward I'm shutting. Don't look back, yes, we keep it moving the right way. Onward I'm stepping, clean out signal, that's what we choosing. The right way, forward I'm shutting. Don't look back, yes, we keep it moving the right way. Onward I'm stepping, clean out signal, that's what we choose. Like a soldier on the battlefield, sign that the time to be. I got to lift up my head, don't wanna see no more bloodshed, no more want to sprint. We got to end it right now. Boy, brothers and sisters, we gotta be strong. Trying to do the right and not do the wrong. It's a journey of ups and downs, don't let them get you down. Kings and queens, where to grow. Do it right way, forward I'm shutting. Don't look back, yes, we keep it moving the right way. Onward I'm stepping, clean out signal, that's what we choosing. The right way, forward I'm shutting. Don't look back, yes, we keep it moving the right way. Onward I'm stepping, clean out signal, that's what we choosing. Evil thoughts, we know them can inspire. Put them in the pit and just blaze up the fire. Oh, beat up the drum, make the anthem so.
Disturbing the silence. Everybody turn it up loud, loud, loud. Just Cool Radio. Madina.
Bring the hot girls come to party, cause we love see them move and shake them body, yo. Bring the hot girls come to party, just cool them, love it, love it. Hey yo, it's alive and living Scotch Sean Paul letting you know, you don't know. Just Cool Radio, and that's how the dial set. Dirty.
Hey, what's up? This is boy Mr. Vegas, and you got it locked to Just Cool Radio. You know, say, yeah, how we play the baddest and the maddest and the best dancehall and reggae music and all type of music, soca, everything. I get it, yes, sir. Yeah, Mr. Vegas, Just Cool Radio. Turn it up loud. Na 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 na. Why you wanna leave me, baby?
Good old vibe, yes. Bring back the niceness on the corner. Yeah, me I see them another big band quality representing for Just Cool Radio, you know. You don't know the things set, you know. But they are in the thing, you know. You see me I say, I don't know any Anton, big up yourself in a quality, say that, you know. Just Cool Radio, big band radio station, whole UK London, big up, see?
Hi, my name's Aisha, but people call me Sammy. I'm 28 years old and a mother of 3 beautiful children. I live in Jamaica, and last year I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Hodgkin's lymphoma is an uncommon cancer that develops in the lymphatic system. My illness has caused me to leave my current job as a trainee record management at a local school in my area. Chemotherapy treatment has caused my body to be unable to do what I love. My cannula was inserted wrongly by a trainee nurse, which has caused my hand to go black, and I'm slowly losing the use of my left hand. But even with my illness, I'm a very hard-working woman, and I still push myself every day. As you can see, I'm currently making a wreath. Being in a third world country, the cost of hospital treatment is really high, and I'm reaching out for help and support. It costs 13,000 Jamaican dollars to see a specialist who can advise me more on my illness. The cost of chemotherapy is 11,000 Jamaican dollars, and I have to pay this when the hospital cannot supply the treatment. This doesn't even include travel expenses. The cost from getting from St. Mary's to Kingston General Hospital is very expensive. I have set up a GoFundMe in need of help and support. Even just as little as £1 goes a long way. I have linked my GoFundMe in my bio. Thank you for listening.
If you don't know, now you know. Go and tune in to JusCoolRadio.
Zena. New talk when me have run the place Zena. When you see your brother, you say, Wagwan Zena. I hold that on your antenna. Now the one and only Just Cool Radio. You don't know bass and dance to the fullest. Run it.
Just Cool. Saying Just Cool.
Business, community project or product to the next level. Want to reach a dynamic and engaged audience? Look no further than JusCoolRadio.com. At Just Cool Radio, we offer the perfect platform to showcase your brand. Our diverse programming and loyal listeners are the ideal match for your advertising needs. Whether you are a local business, an emerging entrepreneur, we've got you covered. Want to add some star power to your event? Book Just Cool Radio talent to bring excitement and professionalism to your next big occasion. Our talented hosts and DJs will keep your audience entertained and engage. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Visit JusCoolRadio.com today to learn more about our affordable advertising packages and booking options. Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eyes of many.